Hello everyone, welcome to Mercury Virtual. Hope you are doing good. Today I'm going to continue the same module, that is the quality systems in IT, and the same we can say the new same topic, that is the quality chapter number 2, that is the basic concept, but the new topic, that is the new part in this, that is the quality management or the quality management system. That is what are the various quality management system that is available, that is used in the quality management principle. So the first part that is we have discussed is the quality improvement. So firstly, we need to put the quality improvement in context, because it is in the one of the term, or it is one of the term that is available. So it is a major term or it is a minor term that is used in this one, or it is a minefield of the terms and concepts that overlap one another. So that is overlapping one another, that is a minefield of the concept. And there are three things that are certain in is this: life, death, taxes, and change. So these three things are available for the quality improvement, that is life, death, taxes, and change. And change is improvement if it is beneficial, and step that is undesirable, that is a middle ground that is used where the change is neither desirable not undesirable. So whether the change is desirable or the not desirable, that is used to changes. And change is a constant that exists in everything and is caused by the physical, social, or the economic forces. Its effects can be desirable, tolerable, or the undesirable. So whatever the effect that can be desirable, that can be undesirable, that can be tolerable. So these are the various concepts by which the designs can be put out or designs can be improved with this one. And this is a diagram that shows that there is a continual improvement. And these are the four questions that we have discussed. These are the most important questions that we have discussed. So these are the four questions that is discussed. That is, are we doing the right things or are we doing it right? Can we keep on doing it right? Are we doing it in the best way? Is it the right thing to do? That means these are the four questions that must be answered to make the adjusting strengthen. That means, are we doing it right? Can we keep on doing it right? Are we doing it in the best way? Is it the right thing to do? That means it is the right thing to do or not. So ISO definition of quality management says that it is that part of quality management focus on increasing the ability to fulfill the requirement or fulfill the quality requirement. So these are the various questions that must be answered. First is, are we doing it right? That means whatever we are doing, that is right or not. That means it is a question as per to myself or to ourselves. That is, are we building or are we doing it right or not? This is one of the chart. This is one of the chart that is available from the process control to the capable process. This is a specification limit that is used for capabling the meeting specifications. The next is the Six Sigma. That is also one of the variation, one of the range of the variation that is available within the lower and the upper specification. So there are two types of specification limit that is measured. That is the Six Sigma, and that yields a 99% result that will obtain half the product that is available in this one. That is used with this one, that is used with available with this one, that is used to gain the symptom, that is used to gain the availability of process that is exceed in the 99%, that is perspective from the concept of the Six Sigma changes. And there is the Six Sigma level that is used for the to represent the standard deviation. So there is a standard deviation that is also represented in this one. The next question is, can we keep it on doing it right? That means whatever we are going through, can we keep on doing it right? That means whatever we are going to do, or what we are going to do, or what is going to happen, that is correct or not. That is, can we keep on doing it right? That means whatever the ongoing activity that is available, that is available, or that is correct or not. So we can't, because the supply of the resources is unpredictable. So whatever the suppliers, whatever the record that is available, that is unpredictable in the, that is available in the, not in the right thing. So would the answers be this? This question is about continuity or the sustainability. It is not enough to do it right first time once you keep on doing it right, and whether a future question helps to clarify the issue. Now, are we doing it in the best way? That means, are we doing it in the best way or not? That is, whatever the category, we are doing, that is in the best way or one of the best part that is available or not. That means, are we doing it in the best way or not? That is it the right thing to do? That means it is the right thing to do or not. So measure the customer satisfaction, that is the right thing or not. That means this is also one of the activity that is carried out. So whether this is activity, whether this is going in the right direction or not. And the condition where the quality management stops and the quality control begin. That means where the quality improvement stop and the quality control begin, that is the place or that is the area by which we are going to set and mechanism that is in place to keep the quality on or before or above the set level. So whatever the activity that whatever the mechanism that is using that is used to keep the quality on or above the set level. In simple terms, if quality improvement reduces quality cost from 25% of turnover to 10%, that means the objective is to prevent the quality cost. That means the main objective is to prevent the quality cost that is rising above the 10% of the turnover. So whatever the scenario, whatever the term that is using, that is used for the sending of the data, that is used for receiving of the data, that is used in this one. So that is also one of the part that is available for sending the data, that is also used for the quality improvement, where the quality improvement stops and where the quality control begins, that is where the level have been set up and mechanism will be in the place that is available to use that one. So this is one of the diagram that shows the quality improvement, quality management. So there are multiple quality improvement concepts that is used. So that is available for the quality management principles. And improving quality by better control or rising standard can be controlled, can be used, or can be taken out with the use of the quality management principle, with the use of the quality principle. So these are the various steps by which we can how we can determine. Then we have discovered about the quality assurance. That means we are sure about the quality, that is the quality. So the next that we have discussed about the quality assurance, that is how what are the various quality assurance. That means we are assured about the quality. That is also a part of the quality management that focus on providing the confidence that quality requirement will be fulfilled. So this is just a surety or given the surety or given a confidence that the quality requirement will be fulfilled. That is also one of the part of the quality management system, and both the manager and the customer for the quality oversee the operation for themselves. So it is a need for the both the customer as well as for the manager, that is a quality assurance, because quality assurance means there is a assurance about the quality, that the quality will be improved, that the quality is very good or all right the quality, and they need to place trust in the producing operation, therefore avoiding the constant intervention. So whatever the intervention, whatever the security, whatever the authority that is given, they need to place the trust in the producing operation, therefore avoiding the constant intervention. And customer need the knowledge of what is to be supplied. So they need the knowledge of what is to be supplied, that is from the sales literature, contract, or the agreement. The knowledge of the how the product or the service is intended to be supplied. So whatever the supplied process, whatever the term process that is to be supplied in is intended to be supplied. The knowledge that the declared that the declared intention will satisfy the customer requirement if they met. So whatever the customer requirement that is available, so that is met or not. That means this is also one of the part of the quality management or the quality assurance. Acknowledge that the declared intentions are actually being followed. So whatever the intention, whatever the intention that is used, that are actually being followed by the organization. Acknowledge that the product and services meet the specified requirement. So whatever the requirement of the product, whatever the requirement that is available, that requirement will be fulfilled. Right. So quality assurance activity do not control the quality. They establish the extent to which the quality will be is being or have been controlled. So whatever the quality that is available that have been controlled in by which the quality can be controlled on this one. And all the quality assurance activities are post-event activities and offline and serve to build the confidence in the result. So whatever the activities, whatever there may be an offline result, that may be activity, that may be offline, online, that only used to for the we can say the confidence among the quality, that is the quality assurance. And quality assurance is often perceived as a means to prevent the problems, but this is not the consistent with the definition in the ISO. So this is not one of the definition that is, or this is not consistent with the definition in the ISO 9000, that is used with a misconception that is arise due to the limiting the perception of the quality control. So whatever the quality control methods that is used for the quality assurance methods, that is used by installing the mechanism. So there are multiple mechanisms that is used to prevent the failures. What are the mechanisms that is used? Such as the automation, then mistake proofing, or and the failure prediction. In another case, the misconception arises to the label attached to the ISO 9000 series. So whatever the 9000 series, whatever the ISO 9000 series that is available, that is used to attach with the series of the standards. And these are the various, we can say, the steps that is used for the assurance of the quality. So first of all, acquire each and every document that is required for the organization plan for achieving the quality. Then produce a plan that defines how an assurance of quality will be obtained. So that is produce a plan that defines how the assurance of the quality will be obtained. That is a quality assurance plan. That is assurance of the quality that will be obtained by this one. Then organize the resources to implement the plan for the quality assurance. That is, what are the various plans or what are the various resources that is used to implement the plans for the quality assurance. Then establish the organization's proposed product or service processes. So whatever the organization's proposed product or the services that is available that is used to satisfy the customer needs. Then assess the operations, product and services of the organization and determine where and what the quality risks are. I mean, what are the various quality risks that is available? What are the various methods by which the quality risks are available? That means what are the various products and the services that determines where and what the quality risks are. Then establish whether the organization plans to make adequate provision for the control, elimination or reduction of the identified risk. So whatever the risk that is available that is used for the elimination, the reduction of the identified risk. Then establish whether the product or the service is being supplied has the precise characteristics or not. So whether the product or the services that is available that have a suitable or that have a prescribed characteristics or not, that is not available or either that is available. So in judging the adequacy of the provision, you will need to apply the relevant standards, legislation that is used for this. And there are multiple levels of the attention of the quality, that is the management of the quality that is available. So there are three levels. One is enterprise level, then business level, and the operation level. And these are the various levels that is focused on this one. Now, next part is the quality management system. So what are the various quality management systems that is the today's topic? So first is the philosophy. Now, philosophy that means what is the history about the quality management system. So a system is an ordered set of the ideas, principle, and the theories or a chain of the operations that produce specific results and to be a chain of operations. So whatever the chain, whatever the operation that is carried out, that is used to produce the specific result, that is also used as a chain of the operations, the operation that needs to be worked together in a regular relationship. So that needs to be work in a regular relationship that is available. So this is one of the philosophy. That means that is a system that is the ordered set of the ideas, principle, and the theories, whatever the term that is used. And during defining a system as a series of the functions. That means Deming defines a system as a series of the functions of the activity. So what is a system? That is nothing but the we can say set of the functions or the series of the function of the activity within an organization. That means whenever we combine multiple activities within an organization that works together for the aim of the organization. For example, in an organization, if there are 4 departments: production, sales, marketing, and production, sales, marketing, and finance. These 4 departments must work together to aim the or to make the or goal achievable, to make the aim achievable. So they work together for the aim of the organization. These 3 definitions appears to be consistent, although worded differently. And quality management system is not a random collection of procedure, task, or document. So this is not a random collection, but this is a systematic manner that is used for the collection of the procedure. And quality management systems are like air conditioning systems that need to be or they need to be designed. So these are like the ACs that need to be designed over here. And all the components need to fit together. The input and the output need to be connected. That means they are designed in such a way that the output must be connected with each other. And sensors need to feed the information to process the data, which causes changes in the performance. So whatever the performance, whatever the changes that is available, that cause the changes in the performance, and all the parts that need to work together to achieve a common purpose. So whatever the common purpose that is achievable, that cause a change in the performance, and all the part, that means every part, if there are 4 parts of the department, so every part must work together to achieve a common purpose. And ISO 9000 defines the quality management as a set of the interrelated or the interacting processes. So that defines the quality management as a set of the interrelated or the interacting processes that achieve the quality. So whatever the quality, whatever the term that is available, that is used to define the quality, that is used to define the achievable quality, policy, and quality objective. So whatever the quality objective that is available, that is used with this one. But the quality gets in the way of the thinking. That means there are multiple ways by which we can think about the quality. Now, these are the various objectives that will be available for setting the objective. Now, first is the safety system to serve the safety objectives. So what are the various safety system that is used to serve the various safety technique for the safety term that is used with this one. So that is a safety system to ensure the safety objective. Then environmental system to serve the environmental objective. So first the safety system, then environmental system, then there is a environmental system, then there is a security system, then there is a human resource system. The same example that we have discussed about the organization. There are multiple parts of the organization. One is the security system, then there is a safety system, then there is a security system, then there is a human resource system, then marketing, innovation, and the financial. So these are the various systems that we have discussed right now. So these are the various systems that is used to serve the various purposes, that is used to serve the various terms that is defined in the this one. So safety systems, then there is a environmental system, then there is a security system, human resource system, marketing system, innovation system, and the financial system. These are the various systems that is used to achieve the various common or specific objectives. However, several questions arise. Are quality objectives or objective the same as kind of the other objective that is available? Is a quality management system just one of a series of the system, or it is a parent system of what the other are? So whatever the system, whatever the quality system that is available, this is just a series of the system that is available for which the other are the part of the system. And to find the answer, it is necessary to go back a step. That is, to find the answer, it is necessary to go back a step, which comes first an objective or need. So whatever the scenario that comes first, that is either the objective or the now. These are the factor or the objective that shape our objective. So if our success depends upon the safety of the product, then we need the safety objectives. And if our success depends upon securing the integrity of the information that is entrusted by the customer, then we need the security objective. That means if there is a more security, I want a more security, then there is a safety objectives. And if I want to make the security objective, that is used to gain the information that is entrusted to us by a customer, that then we need the security objective. So it depends on the requirement of the organization, what the requirement of the organization that is achieved by the customer, that is achieved by the objective. So whatever the objective that is available, that is used for the objective terms. Now, this list is incomplete if you were to continue find a reason of having the quality. Now, the quality is defined in ISO as a degree of which a set of inherent characteristics fulfill the requirement. The same definition that is we have discussed. So, what is the quality? That is a degree to which a set of the inherent characteristics. That means there are multiple characteristics that fulfill the requirement. So that inherent characteristics fulfill the requirement in the quality in the ISO 9000 standards. So that is a degree to which a set of the inherent characteristics fulfill the requirement. And these requirements can be any type of requirement. These requirements can be customer requirement, or these requirements can be internal, external, technical, non-technical. That includes the health, safety, and environmental requirements. So whatever the requirement that is included in the health, safety, and the environmental requirement. It could also apply to the process outcome. So whatever the process outcome that is available, that is used for the objective, that is used for the services, decisions, information, impact, etc. And quality is therefore a term that describes the condition of the objective outcome. So whatever the objective outcome that is available, that defines the objective, that gives the objective as a source of income or as a source of the objective, that is used for the source of the objective that is come or that comes under the objective terms. These are the multiple terms that is used as an objective or that is used as a part of the objective. So quality is also defined as a process that defines the condition of the business outcomes, and everything a business does must directly affect the business of its outcome, and therefore all business activities are the quality objectives. And the management system is the way the organization operates. That means whenever we are talking about the quality management system, that is how the quality will be managed within the organization. So management system, that is the way the organization operates. That means the way how the organization will operate, how different departments of the organization, different parts of the organization may help with each other. the way it carries out its business, the way things are done. Now, its purpose is to enable the organization to accomplish its mission. So whatever the mission, whatever the objective that is available, that is used to set the goal, objectives, and the mission. And all organization possess a management system. So whatever the organization that is available, that possesses a management system. And some are formal and some are informal. So whatever the management system that is available, that some are the formal system, some are the informal system. Even in one business or in one person business, that person will have a way of working, a way of achieving his or her objective. So whatever the objective that is achieving, that is the work will be available, how the work will be done in the business. And this is the business management cycle. There's a mission, then there is a drive, management system, delivers, result, delight, interested parties, and the demand. And this all comes in a circle. That is what are the various drives, then what are the various business or what are the various management system that is available, then how to deliver that result or how to deliver the result, then there is a delight, then there is the interested parties, then there is a mission, then there is a demand. So these are the various parts by which we can define the business management cycle. Then next is the scope of the system. That is, what is the main scope of the quality management system? So as the quality management system is the means by which the organization achieves its objectives. So by the quality management system, the organization must achieve its objectives. So it follows that the scope of the system is every function and the activity of the organization. So whatever the function, whatever the activity that is used in the organization, that must contribute these objectives. So whatever the function, that may be a security function, that may be a safety function, whatever the function, whatever the activity that is available in the organization, that must contribute to these objectives. And this should leave no function or the activity outside the system. So whatever the activity, whatever the function that is available, that is used for to outside the system. And the system must also includes suppliers, because the organization depends upon its suppliers and achieve its objective. So whatever the objective, whatever the management system that is achievable, that is achieved with more objective, that is achieved with one objective. And the chain of processes from the customer interface and back again, including suppliers. So there are multiple suppliers, that is including for the supplier, for the customer interface, that is used with the back again with the various suppliers. Including every function and activity within the system should not be interpreted as a compiling every function. So whenever we are including each and every function and the activity within the system, that should not be interpreted as compiling each and every function to certification to the ISO server. That means the scope is very high, or the scope is very demanding among the system, that is the quality management system that is used to define whether the quality achieved, whether the objectives are achieved or. The next is the design of the system. That is what is how the system will be designed. So imagine you are designing an air conditioning system. So this is just an example of the AC, that is the air conditioning system. You should you should begin by establishing system requirements. That means if I want to establish one system, my first requirement. Yeah, hi Larry, how are you? Hello. Yeah, hi Larry, how are you? Hello. Yeah, Larry, are you able to hear me? Yeah. Okay. Very good, Larry. And how is the studies going? Okay. So my voice is audible? Okay. So how is the studies going? It's okay. Very good. And any questions? You are coming after some days. What happened? Everything is fine? Because you are not attending in a regular way. So can I know everything is fine, or you are so hectic schedule? What happened? Okay, you have gone somewhere. All right, all right. Okay, now you're back. Okay, now you're back. So from Monday onwards, you are regular? All right. Very good, Larry. All right. So shall we continue with the session? Okay. And any other questions, Larry? So next, yes, what I promised, Larry. I don't remember because there are so many students. Except you, there are so many students. So please tell me. But okay, yeah, for sure. I kept your scores regarding the assignment. There are some out and inflows that is discussed. But today there is no time because I'm in a hurry to leave the class. So can we discuss on in Monday's class? That is what is the main difficulty in the assignment. So how the assignment will be improved. So can I discuss on Monday? All right. And Monday, please come for the class, Larry. Then it's okay. So the next part that is available is the designing of the system. So this is one of the example that is given for the air conditioning system. You would commence and by establishing the system requirement, then designing a system that meets the requirements. So first of all, what are the various requirements? What are the various system requirements? That is, what are the various requirements of the ACs? What are the various requirements by which the AC will be generated? So you are designing an AC system. So first of all, there is will be a system requirement. Then designing a system that meets the requirement, then documenting the system. So first of all, getting the requirements, then design the system, documenting the system, and building a prototype. So these are the various parts by which we can establish the system. So first of all, commence with the system requirements, then design a system, then documenting the system or design and building a prototype. And you would then test it, and when satisfied, it function under the anticipated operating condition. So whatever the operating condition that is available, that runs into the production. And if problems are detected during the production, so first of all, design the system, produce the system, and if there is any problem that is detected during the production, solution will be or would be developed and the design documentation changed before recommencing the production. So whenever we are recommencing the production, that will be designed for the recommencing production. That means if there is any outflow, if there is any error, if there is any mistake in the designing system, that must be again going into the system requirement. If that is okay, then go to the next phase, designing. If that is okay, go to the next phase, that is development. So step by step, we are checking something or we are checking about the production. If everything is okay, then implement the product. Otherwise, not implementing the product. This is one of the way how we can improve, how we can check, or how we can improve the processes. And this traditional cycle have some remedying features. What are the features? That design does not commence without a specification of the requirement. So design does not happen, right? Or we cannot design the concept if there is no specification of the requirement, or that means if there is no requirement that is given, so that means there is no requirement that is given. So if it is there, the wrong product is likely to be designed. So if my requirements are not correct, then how we can build the correct product? So this is one of the main aim. That is a main aim is to build the requirement, specify the requirement, that is the wrong product is likely to be designed. Then designs are documented before the product is manufactured. So designs are documented properly before the product is manufactured. If they are not documented, it is likely then that the product cannot be manufactured or will not fit together or functions as intended. So whatever the function, whatever the requirement that is available, that is required for the documented procedure. Then designs are proven before launching into the production. That means design are proved or designs are checked before launching into the production. Then design documentation is changed before changes are implemented. So whatever the changes that is available that are implemented in the production before the design documentation. And if you apply the same logic to the design and implementation of the management system, you would define the requirements, you can document the management system, verify that the management system meets the requirement or not, then document changes to the management system. So first of all, defining the requirement, then document the management systems, then verify that the management system meets the requirement or not, then document the changes to the management system. These are the various requirements and design of the implementation of the management system that is required over here. But what how often happens is, so what often or generally what happens is, management system development commences with the without a specification of the requirements. There is no requirement, there is no system that is documented properly. And if we analyze the factor, what is the quality of the product, that is the style of the management, attitude. These are the various factors that basically depend on the various requirements. What is the attitude of the people, that may be a positive or the negative, capability of the available resources, quantity and the quality of the available resources. So these are the various factors that is used with the quality management system. Next part is the process management that I'm going to discuss after the break. So let's take a break right now, then move to the process management part. So let's take a break. So come back from the break. Now let's start session again. Next part is the process management. That is how the processes will be managed, or what is the process management that is carried out. That is the ISO 9000 that created a notion that quality management was about the procedure. That means whatever the ISO, that is the international standard organization that follows the quality management as a part of the procedure. And this is regrettable because quality management has always focused on the result. So whatever the focus, whatever the quality management product that is available, that is a part of the quality management, that is part of the process management. And the endeavor of those involved in quality management has been focused on the engines that produces these results. So whatever the results, whatever the quality improvement that delivers a result that meets the customer needs and the expectations. So whatever the customer need that is met it out, that met the customer needs and the expectations, that is available in the process management. The focus has become somewhat blurred by all the campaigns. So whatever the campaign that is used for the process management results, initiatives and slogans that have handicapped the field. So whatever the handicap field, whatever the result that is available, that is used for the slogan field, that is used for the handicap the field. And they have forced us to take our eye off the ball. So whatever the eye that is available, that is used to off the ball, that is often the good intended initiatives, they only focus on one aspect of the quality management. So whatever the aspect that is used by the quality management, that is a process management. And as indicated obviously or previously, the management system consists of a series of the interconnected activities. So as we discussed that what's a management system, that is a series of the activities that is taken out for the quality management system that enables the organization to achieve the objective. So whatever the objective that is carried out, that is used to achieve the objective that enables the organization to achieve the objective. And until the spread of ISO 9000, organizations focus on fixing the processes and the problem. So whatever the problem, whatever the processes that is carried out, for the refining the procedures, and that is used in the confusion that arises between the process. And a view that is emerging in the literature supporting ISO 9000 2000 is that the procedural approach is about how to do the things, or how you do the things, and the processes that is used about what do you do. That means what are the various procedures by which we can build the things, by which we can measure the things. And these are the various procedures that is used with the various processes. That is, procedures are driven by the completion of the task. That means procedures are followed, or procedures are driven by the completion of the task. So when the tasks are completed, that is driven by the completion of the task that is available. Now, what is the process? That is, the process are driven by the achievement of the desired result. So this is a comparison between the procedure, or contrasting between the procedure and the processes. So procedures are driven by the completion of the task, and processes are driven by the achievement of a desired result. If the desired result is achieved, that means the process is fulfilled. Then next, procedures are implemented. Then next, procedures are operated. So procedures are implemented. That means we are going to implement the procedures, and processes are operating in one of the cells, that is the processes. Then procedures are discontinuous, and processes flow to conclusion. That means whenever you're using the procedures that are discontinuous, that means there is a discontinuity of the processes. And next is the processes flow to the conclusion, that is the process flow to the conclusion. At the end, there is a aim, there is a result that is available. Then procedures focus on satisfying the rule. So whatever the rule that is carried out, that is used to satisfy the rule, that is the main aim of the procedures. And the process main aim is to satisfy the customer. So to satisfy the customer that is available, that is used to satisfy by the interested parties, that is used to interested by the interested terms. And procedure may be used to process the information. So whatever the information that is processed, that is used to process the information. The next is finding a definition. So whatever the definition that is finding out, so that is defined in ISO 9000 as a set of the interrelated or the interacting activities. So whatever the interacting activities or whatever the interrelated or the interacting activities that transforms the input into the output and goes into the state that processes in the organization are generally planned and carried out under the controlled condition. So whatever the control condition, whatever the scenario that is using, that is used to set, that is used to define as a set of the interrelated activities that transform the input into the output and goes into the state that process in the organization. So whatever the organization are followed, that followed among the organization, planned and carried out under the control conditions. So these are the various processes that is followed. So there is a procedural oblique processes that defines a procedural approach that is about doing a task, conforming to the rules, doing what we are told to do. Then there is a process approach that is about understanding the needs, doing whatever it takes to make it happen, finding the best way to fulfilling these needs, even if it means the changing the way we do our job. So whatever rules, whatever the procedure that is followed, that procedures will be followed by the process approach. And the concept of adding values and the party receiving the added value is seen as important in these definitions. And it is easy to see how these definitions can be misinterpreted. That is how these definitions can be misinterpreted and result in people simply drawing the flowchart. That is how these definitions can be misinterpreted and result in the people that simply draw the flowchart that is available and call them among the processes. The next is the business process re-engineering. That is the next part. That is how the we are building the same product again and again. That is how the we are re-engineering the same product. That means the business process re-engineering. So that every function compares or competes for the scarce resources. Scarce resources that is available. That every process or every function competes for the scarce resources and completes a part of what is needed to deliver product to the customer. So whatever the product, whenever the product will be delivered, the deliver to the customer in a polite way, the deliver in a customer in the sensible way. And this approach to work came out of the industrial revolution that is influenced firstly by the Adam Smith and later by the Frederick Taylor. So whatever the Taylor, whatever the Frederick Taylor, Adam Smith that is available or that is done by the Mercury Virtual and the other that is a Frederick Taylor. And technology was not as available and machines as portable as they are today. That is used with this one. And re-engineering is the fundamental rethinking and the radical redesign of the business processes to achieve the dramatic improvement in the critical contemporary. So whatever the thinking process, whatever the radical design that is used, that is one of the part of the radical design of the business processes to achieve the dramatical or dramatic improvement in the critical contemporary measure of the conformance that is used, such as the cost, quality, service, and the speed. And business process re-engineering is about turning the organization on its head. That means turning the organization on its head. That is the business process re-engineering. And ISO 9000 is not a requiring re-engineering. That is not a requiring re-engineering. It is required that what can be managed as a process so that the improvement is evaluated on resultant customer value. That the work will be managed as a process so that its improvement is evaluated on a resultant customer value. That is using the task, using the functions through which the work passes for the improvement. And these can be prioritized for the actions as a part of continual improvement program. So whatever the continual program that is available that is used as a function. Then these are the various characteristics. So we can conceive three different types of characteristics of processes. First, processes that converts input into the output. Then that converts input into the output with perceived added value. This is without adding the value. This is with perceived added value for the internal customer. This also converts the input into the output of the added value for the external. This is without adding the value. This is adding the value for the internal customers only. The next is the adding the value for the external interested party, that is the outside parties. Now, this is the main purpose of the, or this is the main purpose of the process. That is, every process needs some purpose. So every process has some purpose for defining the process. So if I'm saying that this is a process, that process must have some purpose, that must have reason for its existence. The purpose statement should be expressed in terms of what the person does. So what the person does, that is available in terms of the systematic requirement, and in doing so, identify what is to be converted. So identify what is to be converted in this one, what is to be converted in this term. And the purpose of a sales process may be to convert the prospects into the order for the organization product. And instead of calling the process a sales process, you could call in respect to order the process. So whatever the processes, whatever the applications you are dealing with the processes that is defined in the. Similarly, the purpose of a design process may be to convert the customer needs into the product feature that satisfy these needs. So whatever the customer satisfaction, whatever the need that is falling up, that needs will be applicable in the design process, that needs will be applicable for the product features. The next is the process objective, that is the main objective of the process, that provides a means to measure the effectiveness with which the process fulfill its purpose. So whatever the purpose, whatever the fulfillment of the purpose that is available, that is the main purpose process objective. That is what is the main process objective that is used to define, or that is used to define the sales process, that is used to maintain the rate at which the prospects are converted into the order. This is the main purpose of the sales process. Then what are the various inputs that is given to the process? So there are multiple requirements, there are multiple objectives that must be inputted into the process. So that is the process input. So input of the process are considered to be those things that can transform by the process into the output. So what is input? So whatever that is converted into the output, that is known as the input. So input of a process are considered to be those things that are transformed by the process into the output. Under these conditions, the input has to change in some way. This implies that instructions, requirement, objective, any other documents are not input because they cannot be transformed. So they cannot be transformed into the instructions are not to be transformed, requirements are not to be transformed, objectives are not to be transformed, or any other documents are not to be transformed. So these are the various, there are various instructions, requirement, objective that is not transformed, and they are the same at the end of the process as they entered in. That means they are not converted into the output automatically, they are converted, or they remains the same, they are not converted. Then the process output that are considered to be the tangible or the intangible result. For example, if I'm considering the output in the hard copy, that means a tangible product, and it is a tangible result, that may be a product of the advice. That is the process output. And what are the various resources that is required for the processes for the different things? So the resources in the process are the supplies that can be drawn upon when needed by the process, and resources are classified into the human, physical, and financial resources. So whatever the resources that is available, that are classified into the human, physical, and financial resources. And the physical resources includes the material, that is the physical resources, equipment, plant, machinery, also includes the time. Human resources, managers, staff, everything. Then financial resources means the money that is available. And what are the various constraints that is available? That comes under the process constraints. That means the things that limits its freedom, that is a constraint, that means a foundation. And the action should be performed within the boundaries of the laws, regulation that is imposed on the hygienic, emission, and the internal and the external environment. And they may constrain the resources, effects, methods, decisions, and many other factors. And view differ and whistle are pursued that requirements are controlled, not input. This is the process, input, output, resources, constraints. This is one of the best example, best diagram of the process. The resources are given, inputs are given, constraints are available, and there is an output that is available in this. Purpose, objective, process, results, output. That is the managed process that improves the quality. And what is the process result? That is the output that do the result for the process. Then process classes, that means there are multiple classes that may be used for the business, that may be used for the output. There are multiple parts by which we can draw the classes. These are the diagram that is used for the marketing, supply. So there are multiple parts of the management, multiple parts that is available for the financial market. This is the same that we have discussed in the last class. Then making the connection, that is how to connect the multiple processes with each other. For example, the marketing department must deal with the sales department, must coordinate with the financial department to make the organization, to achieve the organization goal. Then how we can judge the process effectiveness, that is defined by that whether the process is effective or not. It is considered to be by making the judgment of the output, that is the process effectiveness. So we have completed with this chapter. In the today's class, there is a summary of this chapter. That is, we have discussed about the ISO 9000 standard. That is alone is insufficient to apply the concepts and the principle. So we are using the ISO 9001 standard, 9000 standard. There are multiple standards of the ISO that is used with the words, that is used for the universal parent principle that helps to discover the right thing to do. And with a clear understanding of this one, we should not be able to determine the rationale for the ISO 9001. And these are the basic concepts. So first point says we are using the principles, we are using the fundamental parameter that exists for their capability, the need for the customer, then what are the various right features that is used, then gold-plated mousetrap, then what are the various customer focus that concentrate on this one, and processes are known as a dynamic. That means these are the dynamic, they cause the things to be happen. So whatever the happen things that is available, that causes the things to be happen, that is processes are dynamic. And everyone in the organization should be continually questioning its performance, and whatever the factual fact, whatever the approaches that is using, that leads to the control activity that is based on the facts rather than the opinion or the emotion. So whatever the opinion that is used with the emotion. Then this is the bibliography, that means outcome of this. Now the next part, that is chapter number 3, that I'm going to continue, or I'm going to start with in the next class, that is in the Monday's class. That is the role, origins, and the applications of the ISO 9000. That what is the main role of the ISO 9000, but how the ISO 9000 origins, and what are the various applications of the ISO 9000. So that's all today's session. And if there is any doubts, any queries, you can ask the doubts from me. And in the Monday's class, I'm going to start with the chapter number 3, that is the role, origins, and applications of ISO 9000. What about, what is the question, Joseph? Tell me again.
Can you hear me, sir?
Yes, Joseph, tell me.
For the assignment on OOP, the first task is to calculate the area for
and
rectangle
to
and also
calculate the
triangle.
circle. So you are using the zero values.
Now, that is the place I don't understand. Which of the parameters will be zero? You know, the two inputs is X and Y for both rectangle and triangle. Hello, sir. Hello.
Are you able to hear me? Hello. Are you able to hear me, Joseph?
I can hear you now.
Okay. So what you are supposed to do to calculate the area of a circle, you are supposed to put the formula for the circle.
Yeah. The area of a circle is pi r square.
Yeah, pi r square. So only what you need is the r value and radius value, nothing else.
The r value, which is the radius.
Yeah, radius, and radius will be inputted by the user.
Yes, I know. Now, you know, you said we should adopt the get value for the rectangle and triangle, which accept two inputs from the user.
We are taking the C in C out values. If this is a C++, so C in the enter the radius of the circle. Simply, we get the user value. We get the input from the user. Hello. Yeah, get data means to get the data, or get data means the data, what are the various get values that is available. So you are creating the function for the get data that fetches the value of the radius only. From the rectangle, yes. From the rectangle, we are getting the radius values. Yeah, default value will be the 0. That the circle value may be a 0. No, no doubt, nothing else. Joseph, just do one thing. Leave for today. I will give the solution to this question. That means a written solution to you on in Monday's class. All right. I will write the function for you in the Monday's class. Now it is okay. All right, Joseph.